Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. Let's talk about Colorado, first of all, because, I'm of the opinion we need to do, by any legal means necessary, we need to stop Donald Trump because, as you've been saying for years now, he is a clear and present danger to the United States and to the world. He is a national security threat, and every single day there's another story along those lines, right? So just want to get your reaction to Colorado.
The funny thing is when you were doing that little spiel there, we're starting to fall asleep because we've been at this for 8 years. 8 years. Can you believe that? I mean,
that's what talk show hosts love to hear. Thank you. I was dozing off during your monologue. Yeah.
Well, it's time that some accountability has come into place, and I think that despite the original ruling on this, where they split the difference, where they said Trump was an insurrectionist, but he's not an officer of the United States government. But now that this has been upheld, that he was an insurrectionist, that he is ineligible to be on the ballot, I just find it absolutely amazing how he and his cohorts are spinning this, that the courts are completely corrupt, that this is a good reason why he should, stay on the ballots. And really, it's just going to foster his sense of, wanting to be the dictator, right? Like Vladimir Putin, like Kim Jong-il, Kim Il-sung. And it's just going to push the Republicans, I think, to the point where I wonder if that movie, Civil War, that's coming out early next spring, is not going to incite their thoughts about why should we have to listen to the laws? Why should we pay attention to the laws? The Supreme Court will take this up. But I'm sorry, I think it was just great that they used Justice Gorsuch's own words, the most conservative, other than Clarence Thomas, who will dance on the head of a pin for anything Donald Trump says. To use these originalist words, when you read the document, it's not vague. It's clear as hell.
Yeah.
And we'll find out whether American democracy, the center will hold, or whether we are, have a Supreme Court that was purchased for this very purpose.
Yeah. And Malcolm, it seems like we are here today because of the cowardice of the Republican Party. And they've taken us through this duck season, rabbit season, duck season for how long? It's like, oh no, you can't indict a sitting president. That's what, they told Bob Mueller. Then it's like, oh, well, no, this isn't, Mitch McConnell said this isn't for impeachment. This is for the justice system. And then the justice, oh, no, now this is political persecution. I mean, it goes on. And here we are, where of course it's unprecedented, right?
But the funny thing is, if the court upholds this, either one of two ways. If the court upholds that he was an insurrectionist, all arguments go downhill. He will be off the ballot on several states.
Yeah.
Which means it's done. He can't run for president of the United States. He just won't win. He won't win the Electoral College. I was listening to an analysis this morning on Morning Joe where they were saying, well, maybe this is where, the center can hold itself, where the Conservative Party, it was David Frum, a great guy, who would say this could be the salvation of the Republican Party. No, it's not. No, it is not. Yeah. They are the party of insurrection and of using the Constitution as a weapon system. And by even, we've been saying this for 8 years, right, that it's going to break the fever of the Republican Party. No, this is literally like them, taking ivermectin. They want the fever. They want the fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. They want some fantasy that is going to allow them to get away with whatever it is that they want. And look, I'm afraid to say it. When I wrote that book, they want to kill Americans. I'm really surprised at how slow and patient the right has been. But nonstop since 2020. They have been talking about arming themselves.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing lots more memes in the last 24 hours.
Yeah. I mean, can I just say, I think this is what he wants, is that, so now he can whine and say, oh, I would have won in a landslide, but I was, and we were saying the irony is them saying, oh, well, this should be decided at the ballot box. It was. That's exactly what this is about. It was decided at the ballot box. And for the first time in our history, someone didn't respect that, tried to overthrow the government of the United States, right?
Absolutely. And and he advocated for it. His own very words. We're going to go down to the Capitol and we're going to do this. Look, it's one way or the other. Either there was a precedent set in the Civil War for people who were officers of the United States, like the three who were kicked out of Congress for being not insurrectionists, seditionists, right? Or Donald Trump can get away with whatever he wants, and the president of the United States is a king. And if that's the case, then Joe Biden's king.
Yeah. I mean, it is extraordinary, the cowardice of this party. What was the latest J.D. Vance excusing the Hitler comments, saying, he was talking about fentanyl. He was talking about fentanyl poisoning the blood of.
Right.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean,
we weren't born yesterday.
Right. He obviously wasn't talking. He was directly quoting Hitler. Right. I mean, but it's just extraordinary the lengths they'll go to defend this traitor, this criminal.
Well, certainly J.D. Vance will. I mean, good God. Has anyone ever seen a bigger suck-up sycophant flipper than J.D. Vance? Supposedly, I'm here to tell you what the center really wants. I'm an intellectual. I'm a scholar. But now I'm a rootin' tootin' hillbilly, all right? And he's doing his best Yosemite Sam impression, and saying anything Donald Trump says is good. I mean,
as John Fugelsang calls him, noted eyeliner model, J.D. Vance.
What's that?
John Fugelsang calls him noted eyeliner model, J.D. Vance. He wears guyliner. I mean, let's just say it. For a party that hates drag queens, I'm just saying.